Hey, good morning. Welcome back. I mentioned in the last video that I used alternative methods to try and hide the thinning of my hair on the crown. Um, what I'd like to talk about in this video is the actual method I've actually been using for the last 5 years to actually do this. It's something which I saw online, didn't think much of it, but then tried it, and I'm not going to lie, it's been fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It's been something I've used for the last 5 years. It's really helped cover the area. From a distance, you'd never even know that I've actually lost the hair on the crown of my head. I thought I'd share it with you guys as to what it is. Now, the product itself is this one here. It's actually called Nanogen. Now, it's like hair fibers. Effectively, it's like a pepper pot. It kind of looks like this outside. It's a little pepper pot. This is a 30-day one. And you kind of sprinkle it on your head, and that's it. It kind of covers it up. It kind of those little fibers which are actually in this little pot itself sort of grip to the the very last bits of hair you've kind of got in that area, and it kind of covers the whole area, and you really can't see it. The only time you actually can see it is actually when you're a bit close up. Now, using this is great. However, it's not waterproof. That's the downside. So when you're out in the rain, it tends to come off quite easily. So there is something which I do use which just actually help with that. And it's this. It's actually a Nanogen, I think it's Nanogen, that's how you pronounce it. It's a locking in spray. Now what that does is once you've put the fibres itself on your hair, you spray this over the top. It's a bit like a hairspray. And it kind of locks them into place a little bit and stops it moving. And when it rains, it shields the rain to some extent. And I'm not gonna lie, when it really does bucket it down, it's coming off, and you can see this little brown stuff sort of dripping down your face, and yeah, it's not much we can do. It's also not ideal if you go into a swimming pool. It doesn't work in there. You can't swim underwater, and it would stay in place. I mean, they do try and sell it in a way that it is shower proof. It's not. Honestly, it's not. It's a good alternative, in a normal sunny dry day, light rain, it's fine, and it will stay in place. It's also wind resistant to some extent, but you just got to be careful that when you actually touch your hair, you don't brush it off. You brush it off, you end up looking like you got Patch Adams on the top of your head. It's kind of like loads of little different marks. Now, it's very easy to put on. I do it every morning, and it stays on my head for the whole of the day. And that's moving about, it's getting hot, it's going to the gym, it's doing bits and pieces, and it is fine. There's no issues with it at all. So what I'm going to show you is the difference. So I'll show you the before, which kind of looks like this. So this is before I apply any of the fibres onto my head. You can see I've got quite a considerable amount of bald area, best way of describing it. However, I'll add these fibres and show you how to put it on. It's actually really easy. So what I do, I use a mirror. So there's a mirror like this, just to be able to see the back of my head. And just use this one over here. I've actually got a mirror over here which I can actually use to show you. If I position it here. So what this now is, I've now got you in the mirror, so you can actually see how I do this. So I will take the little pot. I will then look up my area, and it kind of sprinkles on like this. Nice and easy, not too complicated. Get a nice covering on it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Put it down a little bit. A little bit of brushing around a little bit. Put a little bit more, because I seem to have lost a little bit more hair than what I thought I had. Right, now, okay, bear in mind I've done this pretty quickly, so the actual result itself probably won't look as good as what I'd be doing if I was doing an actual bathroom mirror. However, I'm hoping now I've put that in, it's actually going to show kind of how good this stuff really is. I hope you see there that bald spot isn't so visible anymore. Obviously, being this close up, you can actually see the fibres themselves in your hair. So it does look like a little bit of dirt is in your hair. That's the only drawback. But if I pull it further back, you will see it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. There you go. So that's what I've been using for the last 5 years to try and cover up the bald patch on the top of my head and the crown pre-surgery. Short term, it's fantastic. It costs £19.99. You can get it from Boots, and that will last you 30 days. So £19.99, we get you the small, sorry, this one, the small pot of it. It comes in a variety of colours. I use light brown, but there are other colours. You got dark, you got black, you got brown, you got blonde, grey even. And this little doozy, the locking in spray, costs £19 as well. This lasts a little bit longer. That help, like I say, it mentions it kind of like a hairspray and kind of keeps the fibres in place. So it's wind resistance, light rain resistance. So these are the two things I've been using for the last five years now to try and help my confidence levels. And I'm gonna lie, it's actually brilliant. It's actually really helped my confidence a lot. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers, bye.